uddharedātmanātmānam nātmānamavasādayet ātmaiva hyātmano bandhuhu ātmaiva vipurātmanah.
When such a situation is described, where you become master of your own mind, and when the teacher says and assures that you can become the master of your mind, from which thereafter will implicitly obey your wishes, every student says, teacher, please, please take me there. Meaning, it's the teacher's responsibility must take you to that state in you. There are foolish teachers who promise them that, yes, you get on my back, I will take you to heaven. I mean, heaven or whatever the reality. They are called mule teachers, transport teachers. No, every honest teacher in every scripture declares that I cannot help you. It is an evolutionary progress. Each one will have to acquire it for himself. Uddhared atmanatman. Uddhared, you lift by yourself. Uddhared atman atman. Lift yourself by yourself. Something that generally we say, how can I lift myself by my shoelace? That is the only way. And having lifted a little into the higher values of life, natmanam avasadayet, don't again drop down the old level. Preciously maintain the improvement that you are gaining. Something like in mountaineering. In the mountaineering institutes, will have no staircase or a lift. But from every window there will be a substantial rope hanging down. Every student and the professor must go up by the rope. Why? There is an exercise for them. And come down by the rope. Thus they are trained, everything theoretical class and practical application, and the training when it is sufficiently satisfactory, then the teacher takes those who have passed the exam, those students for an actual mountaineering exercise. He has been told of everything, every possibility of difficulties that might arise en route, how to relax, how to gain strength, everything has been said. And now everybody is going up. One of the student is a little fat fellow. Therefore, when everybody has gone up, this boy also gone up, the teacher slowly goes from behind. Let us say the boy has already gone 20-25 feet above. And having reached there, he is hanging and he says, "Sir, I am tired." What can the teacher say? We have told you what to be done. Push your thumb into some crevice and relax. And the relaxation will revive you and then slowly go. The boy tries to do it and says, "No, sir, I can't. I am very tired. I am very tired." Now what can the teacher? Teacher himself is hanging. Teacher cannot take him up. So you can only encourage him. Come on, you can. I've told you that every one of your classmates have gone up, and you can come. It's a short distance only. Come up. He says, no sir, I have decided to go down. Then carefully go down. No sir, I can't carefully go down. I'm going to leave both the hands. What can the teacher say? Okay, you leave, we will come down and collect you in a basket. Right? 25 feet already on top, and if you leave it, much safer to be on the ground. In such cases, if you have not the guts to face that exhaustion and still fight it out and go up, if you are not ready to do that, then better remain down below and watch others going up. You don't try to go, because one fall is probably the total disaster. In the same way, having lifted yourself a little, let us say, from ego and egocentric desires and become tuned up to the Lord in devotion, don't drop down. Uddhared atmanatmanam, lift yourself by yourself. Natmanam avasadayed, having lifted at least some amount of spiritual growth, don't try to fall back again to the old immoral ways of living. Atmaiva atmano bandhu. In this great pilgrimage to the innermost recesses of your own personality, in this spiritual path, you yourself is your only bandhu relation. Your kith and kin, your well-wisher, your friend. There is only one person. Who? You yourself. Even your guru cannot help you. Nobody else can help you. It is a pilgrimage of alone to the alone, all alone. It is a subjective self-unfoldment. Atmaiva atmano bandhu. In that, for you, the only well-wisher and helper who will accompany you in this pilgrimage is yourself. And Atmaiva ripuratmana, and you yourself is your own sole enemy. You alone, you yourself alone is your own greatest friend who can help you en route. And if there are any obstacles arising, the enemies that will pull you down on the path, you yourself is your own enemy. The first part Arjuna is ready to accept, because after all, I am the only friend of mine. That is right, nobody else can help. I alone must help myself. Everybody understands. How can I be my own enemy? A doubt comes. Bandhuratma atmanastasya. You yourself is your own friend when yenatmaiva atmana jitaha, one who has conquered himself by himself. This is the literary translation of every word in it. He is your friend, you yourself is your friend when you have conquered yourself by yourself. An individual who has integrated the mind and intellect, who has conquered the mind by the intellect, who has conquered himself by himself, who has brought the mind a humble submission and loyalty to the intellect, where the mind and intellect has got wedded into an intimate marriage. In such an individual, your mind is the greatest friend of yours in this path. Now then, I have already explained it. The mind and intellect is in fact expected to function fully integrated, harmoniously together. But they get divorced now and then. The divorce comes only because of the incursion of a desire or an anger. Desire comes in the intellect because of the vasanas. So because of the vasanas in you, these get disintegrated. When you are thus living, prompted by desires all the time, that mind is an enemy number one of your intellectual, spiritual path. Intellectually you want to live a spiritual path, but you will not be allowed to take one step in the path because your mind is not integrated. And therefore your own mind creates all the disturbances for yourself.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि.
Here he says, yours is the duty only to do your work, not to expect the results thereof. See? Yours is a duty, yours job is to fulfill your duties. Yours is not to expect the reward, the result. Karmanyeva adhikarasti. You have only the adhikara, the right to do and perform your duties as best as you can. Na phaleshu. Please don't expect results. And the modern man reads it in English translation and says, Dega, this is how India became poor. All over the world, they are all profit motivated. India is the only place where you do work and don't worry whether you get wages or not, and you starve. May yours be the anxiety to fulfill your duties, but don't dissipate your mind with your anxiety for the fruits thereof. All right. Fruit of action, the result of an action. When does the result of an action come? Can the result of an action come before the action? Or at the time of action? Or is it after the action? The result of an action cannot be before the action. The result of an action is the effect of a cause. Action is the cause and the result is the effect. And therefore it cannot be while I am acting. The present action plus some time, then the action produces its result. Now, it is very well known to every one of you that we can act only in the present. Yesterday I cannot achieve anything today. Tomorrow I cannot do an action now. The tomorrow must become now and then only I can act. People can act only in the present. While thus I am facing my challenges right in the present, If I am over anxious for the fruits of the action, since the fruits of action come in the future, I am wasting my mental vitality in an unknown field or unknown factor called the future. Do the act as perfectly as possible. The beauty of performance of the present will determine, will order, will command the beauty of the results that come in the future. Recognizing this rhythm of life, Krishna advises Arjuna, yours is the only duty to fulfill your function today. May you not unnecessarily dissipate your mental vitality in worrying over what will happen, the result in the future. It is suicidal to all men of achievement. That doesn't mean that you should not think of the future. When you are undertaking a work, there are two stages. Stage number one is planning. And after planning is the stage of execution. While planning the work, certainly, you must collect all the data. Bring the entire past experience of yours to bear upon the data available. Plan out how am I to act in order to reach a covetable goal in the future. This is called planning. Having planned, when you have rolled up your sleeves and tucked up your pant and entered into the field of performance, may you never waste your mental vitality in unnecessarily worrying over an unknown quantum called the future. The moment you become anxious of the future, you become nervous. And then you say the pressure of the situation. If you are thus working in the present, every action must be perfect. The excellence of your performance will determine ultimately the result in the future.
Yat karoshi yadashnasi, yat juhoshi dadasi yat, yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam.
Swamiji, what you have said is true. My mother, my grandmother, everybody, they have all believed that God is in the temple or the church. There the Lord is in an altar. Therefore you can offer these things to Him. I am one of those who doesn't believe that the God is in the temple caught up, or in the church imprisoned, or in the mosque bound out. No, I don't believe in it. The Lord is in me. I am a contemplative student. What can I bring as an offering to that Lord who is in my own heart? All these are possible only outside. I can't show Him a candle. I can't break a coconut for Him in my bosom. I can't offer flowers or fruits there. So I don't believe in this, because my altar is within me. That supreme, pure state of consciousness. The essential touch of life. The flame of existence in my heart. I adore that and that alone. How can I offer anything to Him? Krishna says, Buddhu, what Vedanta you have studied? If you are believing that the Lord is in your heart, the pure consciousness, there are a million things that you can offer. It is because of Him, all your activities. Give up all these activities as you are offering to Him. We stop. Yet karoshi, whatever you do in the world, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all are they not by His grace? Offer it to Him. Yet ashnasi, whatever that you eat, you consume. So whatever you do with your organs of action, and whatever ashnasi you take in by the organs of perception, you offer it to Him. Yet juhoshi, whatever responses that you are given to the world outside, your transaction with the world outside, give it to Him. Dadasi, whatever that you have got more than what you want, and you find someone who needs it, you share it with him. All that you share, in His name you do it. Yet tapasyasi, whatever field in which you are consistently putting forth your effort in order to reach a goal, is called tapas. You are all doing tapas now. For 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you are doing tapas, meaning whatever discomfort here is never mine. And I've come here 4 hours constantly listening to that stupid Swami. Half understood, half not understood. Slightly sleepy, very hungry. Reject all that and still listen on. Why? Tapas, penance. So not only in spiritual path, even in material path, you have to consistently put forth your effort in order to have some success in life. All that consistent effort that I am putting forth in the world outside. Yet tapasyasi, tat kurishva, all that activities you do, madarpana. There is no need for you to even go from your home to the church or the mosque or the temple and offer it. No! Just a thought. Oh Lord, all these activities are springing from me, are all Thy glory. Without Thee I can do nothing. All these are Thy activities, not me, not me, not me. Thus what you are surrendering is your ego and your selfish desire. This is called a subjective offering. Objective offering, whatever you possess, you give.
अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो माम् ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषाम् नित्याभियुक्तानाम् योगक्षेमम् वहाम्यहम्.
On the other hand, ananyaschindayanto mam, people who are constantly remembering me with no otherness in the mind and intellect, with no other desire for sense gratification, with your soul wholehearted devotion, without any desire. Ritual by itself is not bad. It is because of your desire polluted mind, and therefore you are not able to gain the highest. Those who are without any desire doing it. Without a desire doing it means in pure love. Swamiji, if I go on remembering the Lord, who will look after my business? I am game. I can go on remembering you at all times, constantly, but who will look after my business, my family, my properties? Lord says, I think I have got the previous experience enough that I think I can volunteer myself to look after your business better than you perhaps. None of us will accept. And And he says his quotes, or he gives you the certificate that I have been looking after the whole universe for the last so many years. Even before you were born, I was looking after the whole thing. So I have got experience. Now paltry, your two businesses and a little factory and your wife and 3 children and a little home and a little property, I think I can look after. Voluntary, free. You will never heal. Lord, we admit that you are looking after the whole universe, but as far as my business is concerned, you cannot. He says, Tesham, to those people who have thus turned their mind entirely to me, who looks after the business, no doubt, but the mind is constantly, as a lover, constantly remembers the beloved even while he is doing his daily duties. To such people who are constantly remembering me sincerely, silent, their yoga kshemam vahamyaham, I shall look after both their yoga and kshema. Two technical terms. In our life, from the birth onwards till death, throughout our lifetime here, every living being, every individual human being, spend all their energies, physical, mental and intellectual, mainly on 2 distinct channels. Your professions may be different. Your interests may be different. Your fields of work may be different. But all human beings spend all their mental, physical and intellectual energies mainly on 2 channels. One is called yoga and the other is called kshema. Yoga means, in order to gain and achieve something that you have not got at this moment, in that direction we spend a lot of energy. Success in life, more money, I want a house of my own with 7 bedrooms. All that you desire, you think that, imagine, if I have got that, I'll be happy. Half your entire vital energy is spent in acquiring what you have not got at this moment, in the false belief or feeling that by acquiring it I will get happiness. Chalo, let us say that he got it. The rest of the half of your energy is not sufficient to maintain and look after what you have got. To build a house is not so difficult as to look after it year after year. To maintain it is more difficult. Thus, yoga, to attain or gain things we have not got it. To yoke ourselves with the things that we have not got it. And having got it, kshema, to maintain it. These are the main 2 channels in which all our energies are wasted. Krishna says, those who are turning towards me in devotion, they need not worry. I shall look after their both yoga and kshema. I shall bring to them all that they need, and they need not worry how to look after it. I will look after it. You just sit down and do this job.
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः.
Sarva dharman, all dharmas, Pariteja, totally given up. Not tyaga, temporarily. Pariteja, pari when is added, shows totality. Totally renouncing all dharmas. And because of the shades of meaning available for that simple word dharma, reviewers and commentators of the Bhagavad Gita, each one has got a different meaning for these words. Sarva dharman. So, renouncing all dharmas. Dharma, religion. Giving up all religion. Come to me. Giving up all your moral, ethical values. Come to me. That is not what is meant. Dharma, at this moment, as an ego, we are living the dharmas of the body, the mind, the intellect. We are so identified with the body, mind and intellect that when the body demands anything, I think that it is I who want it. I am the body. I am the mind. I am the intellect. If the mind is unhappy, I am unhappy. If the intellect is agitated, I am agitated. So at this moment we are living the dharma, the nature of the physical, the mental, the intellectual sheaths. Sarva dharman pariteja, giving up all your sharirika, manasika, bauddhika dharmas. Sharira dharma, the nature of the physical body, and its physical, fleshy, sweat-smelling demands. I want to see, I want to hear, I don't want to smell. Renounce it. Similarly, the qualities of emotions of the mind and the thoughts of the intellect regarding the world outside, don't identify with them. Sarva dharmam pariteja. But how am I to give up the BMI? Mam ekam sharanam braja. Come to me alone. By thus lifting your attention from BMI to that. "20 years my wife faithfully looked after, and I loved her. She is the mother of my 4 children." It is at that time in the middle age or past middle age, you get a mistress. You happen to feel weakness for another lady. Don't you think that your love for the 20-year-old wife and your children all slowly erode away, and all the time you are thinking of her and going there and spending more time with her than the home? Is it not, we are seeing it every day around? A man who is after office used to come home and live with his wife and children and play about. When he gets enamored by the cards play, does he not start coming late in the night after playing cards in the club? Why? He found a greater joy there, and therefore he is spending his time in the club and not at home. Eh? Those who want to give up smoking, they generally substitute it with something else. When you want to give up drinking, you substitute with some other soft drink. This is natural. To give up something, you must have a hold upon something else. From the one step of the ladder, when you want to go to the next step, is it not that you hold on to something and lift yourself? How am I to roll away from the BMI's enchantment, in which I have been there for millions of years, mind you, during all your evolution? By turning your attention to me exclusively. Try. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Come to my sharana, my shelter. Hold on your attention to me exclusively. Without tripping your attention to the BMI and their objects. OET. Exclusively to him. By such doing such a thing, Swamiji, abnormal thing, nobody is doing it, and you are asking me to do it. Why should I do it? What is the benefit of it? Not that you will realize me. No, no. I shall remove you from you, all your aham tvam sarva papebhyaha, from all papa, all your negative and positive vasanas, I shall save you. Liberate. Meaning by these quiet and alert and total attention, when turned towards him, in the steady moments of total contemplation, in the heat of that meditation, all the vasanas become impotent. They cannot again sprout out as a desire, which in its turn become agitation, which in become selfish actions, desire-prompted actions. They are there, but they are incapable of any more producing, sprouting. It is something like roasted seeds. Seeds slightly roasted in a hot plate, and then you sow them out in your garden, guaranteed that nothing will come out of it. No sprout will come. It is all dead. Similarly, the vasanas become impotent, immunized. Nothing can come out of it. Aham tvam sarva pavebhyo mokshayishyami. Promise, I shall save you from them. Don't try one by one to exhaust them. It is impossible for you. Because these vasanas are belonging to millions and trillions of years of your life. Every action leaves the footprints, and you have been living for many, many thousands of years during your pilgrimage in the path of evolution. It's not accidental that you became a human being. And the scum of all those of the past life are with you, of which some of them have become productive of result, ready for fruition, and they have brought you as a human being now. All other animal and criminal ideas are in you, but they have not sufficiently matured to bring out. They have come to fructification. Not matured enough. They have not become balonmukha, ready to produce their result. Such they have become, for that you have come. Even if you create one by one removal, it's impossible. Even to give one tendency, it is difficult. You know your habits. And all these millions of years of habits, you cannot remove. But I shall remove, meaning during these moments of contemplation, these vasanas become immunized. They will no more affect you. That is all. He did not say that by this action you can reach me. Then I would become the result of these actions. Effect of an action cannot be the infinite reality. It is an effect. It is a finite world. It has changed. Yes? Then why do you say that through contemplation you can reach him? It is something like saying that the African yesterday, he stood thus and beat his drum. He stood in this fashion and beat the drum. Now the drum beating is not because he stood in that direction. Every time he sits in that, stands in that way, there is no drum beating. He sat and sang. Sitting down is not the cause for singing. Not that that man, wherever he sits, he sings. It is not. He sat, semicolon, then he sang. It is serially the actions indicated, not one is the cause for the other. He sat and sang. Therefore, I sit, but no song is coming out. Sitting is not the cause for singing. In the same way, contemplation is not the direct cause for realization. Contemplation liquidates vasanas. Thereby the mind and intellect becomes extremely pure. The purest mind and intellect, meaning thoughtless mind and intellect, is Brahman. So you are coming out of the BMI. BMI is the level of the time, within time. Beyond the BMI is the timeless. You come to experience it. So that sarva dharmam parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Come to me alone. By holding on to me, you slowly crawl out of the embrace of BMI. It is a new delivery. It's a new birth. Born again Christian, when you say, born again Hindu, is Brahman. Born again meaning you are no more in the womb of the matter. You have gone out of the embrace of matter into that which is beyond matter, the timeless.